Ah, there's the audio. There we are. Okay, right. Are we ready to start? I think we are. Yes. Yes. And we are ready. And we're here. Hello. Hi. Saturday. Welcome to Queensville. Saturday. As you all know, the weekend has just come now. I wouldn't say it's just gone yet. It's come. Used today. Yes. Just got from the shop today, actually. So, welcome to Saturday's talk, chat, mingle, mix. Loads of questions today. I have got Juicy's brand new current today. I wanted to try it to see if it was more juicy. Juicy isn't paying me, by the way, for this, to use advertisement. This is I love this stuff a lot. So, advertisement from Juicy, buy it now. Yeah, no, not getting that. Although this thing had decided to disappear. Accident with that is, yeah, well, a flaw. Well, it didn't go over in the studio, at least anyway. That's a good thing, isn't it? As you. Anyway, so welcome to Queensville this afternoon. General chat this afternoon, guys. Anything about Queen? Anything about the movie? Anything about the. Give me a second. Anything you want to talk about this afternoon? The movie? How is Dead Inside coming on? Yes, this album's coming out soon. So if no one knows about that, go to Tuesday stream. Because I enjoyed it on Tuesday. It was fun. Get my camera up a little better as well. Anyway, first of all, I want to talk about what's happening with ST Entertainment Limited. Yes, I've finally got somebody on board until Tuesday. We have. Jade is Jade's not going to be here a lot now because Jade's gone back to university now. She's starting to do a course and that, and the timetable's been rearranged, so we won't see much of her for a while. So we definitely know she's coming on Friday for the meeting on Friday, which is going to be wonderful. And we had a little short meeting yesterday with one of our new clients, and we offered her a job yesterday, and she starts work on Tuesday, which is going to be replacing Jade for a while until she comes back. And just welcome aboard to Charlotte. Charlotte starts on Tuesday. Looking forward to that. And other exciting news. Hopefully, she's coming. She's coming on Tuesday to record the album in a day. Time might be a little bit different though on Tuesday because technically she's starting at 10 o'clock and I need to disappear at 10 to bloody 1. Yeah. But we'll get by it anyway, we'll get by it. We'll be fine. But had a great day yesterday. Short little meeting, but it was okay. And actually she ran me today actually. And we talked about a few things and we discussed a few things and all of our we just got a little bit sort of like complicated yesterday, but we did it. That makes us here. Hello, my man. I'll get the questions in a minute. I want to talk about a few things first before we begin. Why is my stream looking like crap? I don't know. Red again. Stream health red. This computer has been on all day, and there's been nothing wrong with it. It's YouTube's fault. My broadband's fine. Stream health low. Don't think so. Should be fine actually because it was already sorted a few days ago. YouTube sorted out. YouTube's broadband is terrible. My broadband's fine. This is fucking things just a nightmare to use. So we're gonna have a general chat this afternoon, guys. There's no general agenda this week. Just remember, guys, that next week, if I still got it on here, I do. Yes, this is coming up soon. Demos, bits and pieces is coming. It's coming next week. We're filming that next week actually, and Mark will be on camera, and I'm going to Newcastle next week to film it. Probably on a Saturday, I think we're going to film it. So Queen Demos is going to be a very interesting talk, so do look out for that. So it's Queen Demos coming up next Saturday. and that's in Queensville next week. But we will not be streaming next Saturday because I won't be here. But we are going to be with Mark next week for his thing. My week's been good. Week's been very good indeed. Been a lot of working on the mix for Dead Inside, and everything's going great. Just been doing a track today actually that I kind of wanted to work back on, which was the track we wanted to do. Lie down, Devin, right now. Lie down, lie down. Good girl. You know the times now what I do on a Saturday. Good girl. Right, so we are actually on schedule with everything. On schedule with everything. So we are doing well. So Dead Inside Tuesday. And it's the first time she's ever been in the studio because she's very nervous to do it, which is kind of good. But she's great. Anyway, I ain't gonna talk this afternoon. I'm gonna let you guys talk this afternoon. I want some questions today, some ideas for videos. Angry Penguin. I mentioned Angry Penguin Tuesday about the videos that we were going to do, and I have a few things to say about that actually. And I've got somebody working on some YouTube channels, which comes up next week. And we're working on Jodie's Dead Inside channel on YouTube, which is cool. So that's cool. And my keyboard has finally got cleaned this week. I can't tell you what a nightmare this has been to clean this keyboard. You may think behind the scenes it looks like crap. It has. Look at it now. Clean all the keys, all these keys. Now you can't hear any clicking and typing in this now. It's absolutely wonderful as well from it. Darren gets her checkup in 2 weeks' time. And she is going home. And Nick was going to be sad. Yeah, she's going home. Cheers. Anyway, let's get to some questions this afternoon. Did you get a chance to watch the World's End movie with Simon Pegg? No, I didn't. I forgot to watch it. I'm watching it tonight, actually. I'm going to download that film tonight off one of the torrent pages. Now I'm going to watch it. For a video concept idea, maybe you should do Queen albums review. Tez, go into depths of the albums on one video with the tracks on them and give them a 10 out of 10, also the rating of the album. That's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. I might do that actually. That's a pretty good, that's actually a hell of an idea, that. Do every single album, but do track by track. That's giving me a good idea actually to do that. I'll have to do it in a different area though of the house. Probably have to do it in the kitchen. Actually, it's better downstairs doing it. But I can actually, that's giving me a good idea. That I can actually do a video like that anyway from it. But I have to script out though. That's the thing. I don't like scripting it out. What I can do is straight to camera anyway. Like I do here and stuff. You know, this is Queen 1, and you know how the album is and stuff. How it came around. No bad idea actually. That might. I'll have to think about that. Yeah, yeah. Won't be done for a while though. It'll be surprisingly. There's so much work to do. Michael's here. Hello, Michael. Good to see you. How is Dead Inside coming on? Dead Inside's coming on pretty good. The guitars have nearly finished on tracks. 2 tracks to finish next week. And she is coming. And we've actually decided to change the artwork a little bit better. The front cover's now going to have, the front cover is now going to have a different, we're keeping the same layout for it, but we decided we wanted to put red inside her eyes and some red drips down her face as well to make it Dead Inside. And we also wanted to put the casket on it as well with Dead Inside logo on the artwork. And that's what we are thinking of doing next week. We're going to work on that next week. We're going to find a casket with Dead Inside on it. It's going to look fucking amazing. But we don't want to make it like a actual thingy. We want to keep it like this. This is the idea we want to keep for the artwork. But it is going to be good. It's challenging to come into this. Dead Inside's come on really well. We've only got like 2 days to get her in. Record the vocals. Or even 1 day if possible. And She will be a star in the bright sky. The guiding light will follow you. I can't tell you how many times I've played that guiding light track with Max guitars. It is phenomenal. It is phenomenal. And no, I ain't playing it. It's coming along pretty well, mate. Can't wait to get this out. We've actually at the minute, we shocked her this morning, yesterday. We got 50 copies already reserved for people buying it. No word of a lie. 50 copies have been reserved already for people buying it. There's been a list about this big, and people are demanding to get it out. And we've just been going raving about this so much. She's excited. She's like, I can't believe there's 50 copies being reserved. It's like, yeah, there's people going to be from America going to buy it. People in the UK is going to buy it, and even overseas. And I think, my God, no way. Because we made it in a phenomenal album. I mean, we have made what I think is probably one of the best albums of the year. Jade's album comes out as well the same week. We've been like sort of toying about that. Is it going to be week? But we are nearly finished the Gothic album. Dead Inside just nearly complete. We've just got two songs to finish. And Mac's going to do all that next week. This has been great. Sounds really good. And Georgie's been writing 3 songs that have not finished. Typical Me is going to be actually the one I'm going to actually work on anyway, which is going to be really good. So I'm looking forward to that. And the release date's on the 31st of Halloween night. And she's working with someone at the moment on her side of the business at the minute as well. She's doing bloody well. Planet says, if there's one person that people look at as a god, as Freddie Mercury, was it Walt Disney? Anyhow, I watched the movie Walt before Disney. It was a good movie. Oh, that's the story of him, isn't it? Very good. It's a very good film, actually. That's the true story of how Walt became Disney and how the Disney Foundation became together, and how Ron Miller, who still works at Disney, actually works for Pixar now. Ron Miller was one of the best ever amazing concept guys who ever worked with them. It's very unusual how Pixar does exactly the same animation as what Disney did in the 30s and 40s. And John Lasseter, the president of the company, great guy, which he's no longer directing films anymore. He doesn't want to direct films anymore, he wants to just produce them now. Direction's a bit too much for him, he says, apparently. I do love his work though. I love all the Pixar films, they're absolutely brilliant. I do say, if you watch Toy Story, you can tell exactly where they got the ideas for that as well. The making of Toy Story is really good. The original American version of it is great. But when we got it in the UK, it was cut to shit. It was just cut to shit. There was just certain things they couldn't put on because it was not friendly. Disney saw it, will you? I know Disney films are all UPG. Never ever have had a 12 certificate or a 15 or an 18 certificate. But Disney's always UPG. That's all they are. And as for this rating for the film, by the way, for PG rating, I think they've done a right mistake. It should be rated as a 12. It should be a 12 certificate. That's what I think anyway. The man who played Walt was the guy who played Kevin from the main American Pie movies. I found the movie changed his life with. I found the movie changed his life with the mouse referring to Mickey Mouse. Oh, is that the what's his name? 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 Tell me the guy's name of that. Let me know. But yeah, it's a great movie. Great movie. Actually, there's a movie you should watch. You should watch called the Carol Spinney story about Big Bird and how he changed his life in that as well. And it was really good documentary as well, very good. Like, as there's blood dripping from the eyes, I don't know. Like the drawing as it is now, but you can do what you want with it. Tez, did you hear the Dream Child album? I did. I did. I heard the Dream Child album. I've heard the single. Wow. Poly moments again. Dream Child album. Wow. I only heard that track this week on YouTube. Fucking good. And the new Stakes in Paradise album sounds amazing. My God. They're getting really well with it. I do have to say, it's really, really good. It's really, really good. But going back to the Dead Inside cover art, yeah, well, the basic idea was, it was just an idea that we had yesterday, that someone told us that apparently that it's too bland for us to release it. And apparently they want some colour in the eyes and something on our things, but not too much in it. But we're going to work on that anyway. But no, Michael, I do appreciate what you did with the artwork. It's brilliant. But she does want the idea to do that down her face a bit, because it's kind of like bringing out her emotions and things. But not too much of it. But we'll come to some sort of arrangement with it, and we'll sort something out. But memory's good. The Jade album is pretty good, but it's long with some fillers. If they reduce the album to 50 minutes for best songs, it would be better. It doesn't matter. It's fucking good. It actually sounds like Whitesnake, pre-Whitesnake, which I'd love to do a song like Whitesnake too. Please. I will set you free. I have to say Whitesnake is dynamite still to this day. And no, there's no album being planned this year either from touring this year, aren't they? Although they reissued the Whitesnake album, 1987 album, which I still think is one of the most brilliant albums ever made, and the Purple album as well, which is so fucking awesome. Thomas Ian Nicholas, who played Walt in and Kevin in American Pie. Oh, that's that guy. Yeah. I was never a fan of the American Pie series. I didn't like it. It was just too teeny in a way. It was, I mean, alright, the Weiss brothers wrote the script and produced it and directed it and did a massive trilogy of it. Them things I don't like. I hate them. I just hate them a lot. I can't stand it when people when they start making films of stupid things and they get exposed too much as well. And that's why they wanted what's his name in the what's his name who was in what's his name who was in National Lampoon. He did loads and loads of movies. He's in that. The dad played it. Only because they wanted him to be exposed on the film. That's all it is. Nothing good about it. Universal was just being, you know. In the Netherlands, we are very proud of R.G. Vandenberg being in Whitesnake. Vandenberg, do you know what? I'll tell you something, right. Whitesnake to this day sounds and still sounds bloody brilliant live. Kris went to see them live and he was blown away by the way they were just doing it. Sounds phenomenal. The new Nordic Union album is going to be absolutely brilliant this year. That comes out in November, same time as when Dead Inside comes out. Looking forward to that. I'm really looking forward to the music this month. Been very quiet though for albums this year. Very quiet this year for stuff. But he only played on a solo one. Here I go. Yes, you know. I know. The rework of 1987. Which was a request apparently from the record company, which was getting they demanded to get re-recorded again with Bernie Marsden on writing it, but didn't. Just playing it. I like the original version of it from 1982. But that remix they brought out, the Keith Olsen remix they brought out, that was way too commercialised. Until it was redone, was better. I watched one of your videos dating to the last Queensville. past Queensville. I didn't like it, but unnecessary reasons to leave. Oh no, that was still on. I was meant to take that down actually. Now what it was, I was just going through a bad time at the time last year because I didn't know if I would still continue with Queensville, and after some encouragement to get back on the feet, I came back. But that video is not the sort of thing I wanted to revisit again. But I do like it though. I really like the way that I do present things very well. But I was in toy between, was I going to continue it or not? And I had been on and off and on and off and on and off, and people encouraged me to come back, and they said, "Why don't you get back in Queensville? Come on, do a live stream." And it was only because the reason that I wanted a break was because it wasn't me leaving, it was the fact that I just wanted a break from it all. That's the reason why that video is still there. It's only the reason that I just really wanted to have a bit of break away from the editing stuff. That is nonsense. You're doing a video completely, you're editing bits out, taking me 3 hours to fucking thingy. It's tiring. It's bloody tiring to do. I mean, as for the videos like Angry Penguin, now it's getting up to speed of like 50 minutes. It takes an hour to edit the thing, really. It's quick. But that's the reason why I don't look back on that video anymore. I understand your reasons for leaving, but did you find taking time off helps to come up with better ideas in the future? It does. It gave me also the idea to start this year with this business as well, with Entertainment Limited, which is going fucking good now. We've now got 7 people on board, would you believe? My God. So it's good. It's good. Everything's good. Try and get in touch with the guys. But no, it's good, man. It's good. This is Queensville Live this afternoon. This is General Chat. This is 20 past 4. We're here till 6 o'clock, as you all know. Evan is lying down peacefully. She's had a chicken, so she's sleeping. Well, we're doing chat this afternoon, guys. Bands, music, anything you want to talk about. What's happening next year with this company, I'll tell you later. Good. David Coverdale's 67th today, by the way. Alright! Yeah. One album I do like the White Snakes, I do love, is the live album. But it's not complete though. But it's damn good. If Charles made a comeback, who's your choice to replace Marcel Jacob? Good question. Billy Sheehan. Billy Sheehan would be the perfect guy because he plays the exact same bass parts. If you listen to that album, The Stories We Could Tell, that album, I know I wasn't on the cover album either. Listen to that album, The Stories We Could Tell, bass parts and all that. I am positive they're all for him, Marcel Jacob. Billy Sheehan's brilliant. Brilliant bass on that. I do like Mr. Big last album they brought out. Up thing. Defying Gravity album. Brilliant. Brilliant. Really enjoyed that album a lot, actually. But Billy Sheehan, I definitely would say he would be the replacement for him. Or the other guy, probably bass player in Eclipse. I can't remember his name now. Yeah, Eclipse does actually play. If you're wondering, all the albums that Marcel does his band play on the albums? He does. They do play on the albums. They just feel it's better with an Eclipse sort of band to produce music, which is pretty good for the public to listen to. And Ronnie Atkins was actually well enough to do the album as well because he was just going under. He had an operation. The operation was successful, and get out, and then all of a sudden, bang! Eric calls him up. Get to Sweden. Get in the studio. Let's get these tracks done. And they were done in one day. Magnus Ulfsted, that's his name. Magnus is brilliant. I tell you who I do like in Eclipse now, who got married, is the guitarist. Who looks identical to Marcel Jacob, actually. He's a brilliant guitarist, actually. Fantastic guy. But if Talisman did make a comeback, if Jeff had the passion to get that band back together with Jamie Borgo on drums, it would be good. I also just heard the new Treat song as well today. Treat is... Have you heard the new Treat album? Tasunga, whatever the fucking name is called. Wow. Wow. Outstanding. Google told me. Google told me to do what I want to do. Google told me I want to do something new. Yeah, no, I'm not writing a song about Google, would you believe? No. No. Actually, she's writing that we're actually in production now doing a Hailstorm album, would you believe? I've heard the new Hailstorm album, it's fucking brilliant. Lizzie Hell's done a wonderful job on that album. Brilliant. We want to try and do a little bit of that with Jade next year. We're starting to record it actually this year until next year comes up. And we're also doing we're also thinking about doing a second album for Jodie as well. We want to get her noticed out more. We're starting to produce her next album in January, in about a few weeks or so. So starting on that production now actually. Starting on the Hailstorm album for Jade. Jade wants to go a bit harder and darker on the next one. Hard drive's been good. I didn't lose any files this time. Still haven't took the recovery system off yet. I tried again to see if the files would work. Waste of time. Waste of time. Mad. Planet says, if I had to do a YouTube channel, I think I would be sure to make 2 videos 5 days a week with 2 days work if I wanted to work for YouTube for a living. Kris wants to do YouTube full time actually now. I'll tell you about that in a minute actually. But it wouldn't be easy to make loads of videos like 20 throughout the night. It's honestly, you got to do 10 videos in 1 week. YouTube wants you to encourage you to get your channel updated and uploaded. Man, it's crazy. It wouldn't be easy to make loads of videos for 20 in a fortnight. Nah. You couldn't do that at all. You'd have to plan. You have to film them first, individually, then edit them, save it, and upload it on the day. Because YouTube doesn't like you to mess around. Because you've got to keep your channel active all the time. If you don't get your channel active, they'll stop it. They'll just go, nope, that's it. There's loads of YouTubers out there who finished their channels, like Delaney Elise, she disappeared. There's Ted Beekman, he's gone. There's DVDM, she closed the channel. Well, she hasn't closed the channel now. The video's still there, but she's no longer making videos. It's a shame. Who else? Loads of people loads of people. I'm talking about from previous YouTubers. Loads of people are leaving YouTube. Chantal Redmond has been back on for years. She's just quit. She didn't want to be part of the music scene anymore. Well, she is, but she's actively gigging, but not doing YouTube anymore. She just gave it up. She said she hasn't got time to do it anymore. It's a shame about that. But she'll come up one day. Comedy stuff, but my ideas on what I want to do, it will be retro reviews on old movies, games, and music, as well as that'll give me thousands of ideas. Yeah, that's the best thing about it. Is at least you've got a chance to delve into what you would like to review. You know, I mean, I've seen YouTubers these days game reviews and video reviews. Two channels I do like a lot is Lazy Game Reviews, LGR, and I only got to subscribe to him a couple of years ago. He is really good. Doesn't script anything out. It's all done to camera, and it's really interesting. Techmon I love as well. Techmon doesn't script it out as well. Techmon is brilliant. Techmon's good. Kerry Holzman, definitely yes. I also like Kris's channel, Metal 101, which I'll tell you something about what's come around for Kris's channel now. As you all know, Kris's channel has just started this year. Kris has had an idea, and it's a bit of a risky thing to do because you've got to go self-employed. He wants to go full time on YouTube and continue his channel to be a success. I told him obviously there's a risk in that. You won't get paid until you make 50 videos within a year, because your AdSense doesn't start until you get a partner verified on that as well. I mean, this channel is actually partner verified with the Queen channel, because I get whatever I make money, whatever AdSense I get from this channel goes towards other channels as well. I make probably £65 in a month, but actually you've got to make it within 6 months. It takes 6 months to get your money. It takes a long time because I don't produce enough content on the channel. That's why. But AdSense does it generates the sales pretty good for it. Let's see. In the can, if I can, I took my time and not rush something new like mad, but maybe one video on something recent, a week perhaps. Yeah, it would be good. Plan something that you want to talk about. Do it like I do it. Be outgoing. Talk and try and learn how to get used to using a camera. Try and make it real, live. Like, it's me. This is how I talk. You know, I've done this many years. I mean, literally, I've now got the confidence to come out and even talk about products that I can do. So I could do this. Say, this is juicy. This is my favourite drink of all time. I absolutely love this stuff. I think this is one of the best products ever from the UK. You can get the big ones now for £1, but these ones are the best ones to buy. So something like that, really, just try and don't script anything out. Don't ever script it out. Try and make sure you've got the talent to do it. You've got the confidence. When I'm outside of this, it changes a lot. When I have meetings with my staff, I literally plan them and then set a goal, sit down, talk about everything we need to talk about. Even personal problems come up as well, you know, that's life. Everybody's actually glad to work for me anyway. And all they do is they basically go out, they get ideas, bring them to me, and we talk about it, verify it as well. So try that. Try and get used to a camera. Try and sit in a good position. Sit normal. Relax. And think about, well, what can I do? Just don't sit there and think. Just don't. Because there's a lot of people out there, right? There's one channel, and there's one channel, one video to this day. Have you guys ever seen the TV license videos? There was a massive 5-hour video on YouTube. Someone combined all the clips together of it. And the best one I've ever seen is the guy, and it's a legit thing as well, apparently, not staged. Turns his camera on and he phones up TV licensing departments. And seriously, I laughed and laughed so hard to the video. The video starts off with him saying, I'm about to ring TV licensing department because apparently we don't have a TV license and we don't have rights to use a TV. And I'm going to cancel my TV license. So he calls them up, and the look on his face is just beaming at me. So he goes through all the questions and he says, we're going to cancel TV license, everything else. I won't spoil too much because I don't want to spoil it for you guys. But you just have to watch it. It is so fucking funny. And I thought that is really what people need to do. Reality phone calls. That would be cool. Really cool. So watch the TV licensing. It's called TV Licensing Goons. 5-hour video. It's got a picture of a policeman on there with his smirky face. And the video is about 10 minutes into it. But about a few minutes later it goes straight to him in the... basically the video starts off with him on the camera and he's on the phone. He's got a beard and he's got like his house is all like a little room. So do watch it. It's freaking hilarious. Freaking hilarious stuff. You don't want to laugh at that video. I mean, I really want to get that from my dad actually, because my dad would just laugh his arse off to it. Because he's just like, yeah. But one of the channels that I used to like, I don't like now, is Owners Pranks. I had enough of them guys. They're just useless. But definitely check out TV Licensing Goons. You've got to watch that video. It's freaking hilarious. So funny. As I said, I haven't got the other one on there which I do like, which is the one where this guy's like an OAP, talking like an OAP, when he's come to the door and he's like, "You'll be on YouTube tonight." And he's just so hilarious. I even like that guy. There's another guy like actually from the northeast who is up the way of Andy, because Andy lives in Prudhoe in Newcastle, who I was with just last Friday. And he said, I can't remember his name. Always for your calls. I think that's his channel. Have you ever heard his banter on there? It was, "Oh, it's Mr. Wing Commander here." It's ever watched that? Go to his channel, watch his channel. Let's see, Wing Commander here. It's just hilarious stuff. All right, it's come up to 25 to 5. Let's get to some chats now. Michael says, "I think Ten is a great band. Spellbound is a classic album, but I like Stonewall and even better. And the first two albums, which are more AOR rock. Do you know this band? Newer albums vary in quality." I do. This was the very first band to ever get signed to Frontiers Records. Would you believe? They were. I haven't heard of any of their music, but I have heard the band. But they brought out a new album this year, celebrating because they were the first band to release their first album on the label in 1995. And then apparently Frontiers asked the band if they could reform again and do that. The new album from FM, Atomic Generation, is really good as well. I think that's the follow-up to Heroes and Villains. I'm still waiting for the Graham Baker album coming out. I'd love to hear that. It comes out in November. Sounds phenomenal, really phenomenal stuff. But I have heard of 10. I need to listen to their stuff first. I need to find out what commercialised, how they sound as well from it. I really haven't been downloading a lot of things this week. I've been busy working on so much music this week and stuff. We're working on a track today called Your Scars, which is Joy's personal song, which we might be bringing out on YouTube, actually, on our YouTube channel when it gets launched. Because I'm not launching a channel. The new person who's starting on Tuesday, she's going to start her channel up. And she can make as many videos as she wants. But you got to get 10 a week. That's the rules. I've got some good news and some bad news, Tez. Oh, I was like, where's this going, Plant Mixer? I pre-ordered Resident Evil 2 remake for the PS4. Right. For £53. Good price. The bad news is I have to wait 125 days to play it. You've got to wait 125 days. That's 5 months away. But they're roughly 85% finished making the game. Oh, so you paid for £53, and you're putting the money towards PS4 game, and you get it on the day when it's out as well from it. Well, that's pretty good. That it's pretty good. Pretty good. Gaming Heads here. I also love the Devil May Cry series, which they're making a 5th game. I know they're making a 5th Devil May Cry. The 4th one was better. 5th one's not bad. That's 80% finished. So basically you're putting your money towards games that you want to buy and want to get, and it's worth doing that as well. That's pretty good for a start. Pretty good. So that's wonderful. So basically you're backing games up and you buy them, and you want to buy them on the day they come out, but you'll get them for free. When you bought the game, get it for free. You want to pre-order it. On it anyway. For that. So you've done that anyway from it. Yeah, I buy my games from the PlayStation Digital Store, only PS3 games and PS4 games. PS4 games are not too bad. PS3 games are pretty good. Michael says, Tez returned to Frontiers Records in 2017. Yes, they re-signed last year, but they wanted to get an album out this year. Unfortunately, I don't have much time to talk this evening. I'm going to the cinema with some friends to watch The Nun. I hope it's not the stupid thing. I tell you what bugs me a lot. Speaking of movies, I just recently watched. I haven't seen it in a long, long time. The Driller Killer, the original Driller Killer. Apparently, you can watch it on Wikipedia. I'm telling the truth here. You can actually watch that film on Wikipedia. The full film on Wikipedia. Someone put a link underneath it. And I went, no. No way. And what the hell did they do? Wikipedia can show the whole film on there. What? So I watched it again. Yeah, seriously. Wikipedia actually has The Driller Killer, the full version on Wikipedia to watch. I don't believe it. I went, no, that can't, I'm sure that's not right. And so I played it and I went, what is it? It's a full film. So I skipped it forward, make sure it was a full lot of it. And it was. All uncut. So why can't I do it like with the Exterminator film? Which I still haven't seen. I haven't seen the Exterminator film for years. Robert Ginty meat cleaver thing. I do love the Exterminator film. I love it. The UK brought out the UK DVD was all uncut for the first time. And I think that film was brilliant. I did have it on VHS, but the VHS version was a copy. It was not a. It was off a DVD rip of it. And I think the Intervision video, the original Intervision video, had 2 versions of it. One version was a cut version. One version was the full uncut version of it. Until they came out in the States, and they got a expanded edition sorted out for it. The American print was really good. And it was awesome. Was directed by James Glickenhaus. And it was a very strong film to watch because it was really, really good. But I haven't seen that on download for ages. So yeah. I'm going to buy Saw 1 to 7 uncut next month. Oh bloody Tanner brought it out and all. Because the first one's not even complete. Because am I right in thinking that they're showing the camera shot part with the leg off this time? That'll be the extreme version, not. But I tell you what, right? I like the Saw films. The first one was the best one. The second one was a bit stupid. The third one was because the second one was really stupid. The third one was a bit weird. But I did like the first one a lot. Until the very last one, the 3D one that came out, which was absolutely shite. First one was fantastic. You can't go wrong with Tue, who played the main killer in the film. He did actually. I don't know whether this was going around or not. Was there a planned game of that coming out? Because I hear that Saw was meant to be coming out as a game, but it was refused. Never brought a game out of that ever. Right. One game I have actually. I tell you what, guys. I'm going to go back to something I did talk about before, games-wise. The Room. Fourth one. Did anybody play that? Old Sins. What got me was the puzzles were really hard, very challenging. But the ending was really weird. The ending was just like, what? The Room games, I like them. The fourth one was just so bizarre. I like the puzzles. I like the puzzles in the game, but I don't understand why the ending was just bizarre. It was really weird at the end. But I wish they'd make a movie of it. That would be great. I know the Five Nights at Freddy is still. I think Five Nights at Freddy is still actually going ahead. I think that film is. It'd be good to see that. The real horror film. It would be fucking scary as hell. I love that series. Anyway, going back to some of your questions. Sony are okay with pre-orders, saying a new game is coming out fortnight's time, and they took it off because it's not fully finished, and the delay gave you the money back, but I'm not exactly sure when they can release it. Adam Korlak, he's a gamer. He's got a good review of that actually on his channel. Actually, the Shenmue 3 that's coming out, that people are dying to really see. Shenmue 3 is coming out later in November. Can't wait to see that. I did see Shenmue 1, and it was weird. I was kind of interested in the storyline. It was okay. Shenmue 2 was stupid. It was a waste of time bringing that out. Shenmue 3, definitely going to say yes. But it's more of a karate film than it's more of a karate thing than a hey who's hot who's no. But it's alright. I like games where you can just start doing them and they make you feel good. Like I like that game. The game I like at the moment is Far Cry Survival, the primal one. Brilliant. Anyway, moving on from that. So, Saw is like a crime for me, not a horror film. It's not a crime movie, it's a horror film. It's a dark horror film. Actually, I like the Saw films, I love them a lot. I could just watch them on a weekend and just love them on my computer. But I haven't watched, well, I haven't seen much YouTube this week. I've only watched Kerry Husband this week, but I haven't had time to watch anything at the minute. But I will do anyway. I still have Ghost on my computer actually, which I'd love to watch again actually, because I love Ghost, the Nick Broomfield film, which Michael did watch, and he said it was so shocking to see. Still a good film, and I wish Nick Broomfield would do more films like that. It'd be really good. But I'd like to see that again. I'd love to watch that again on a weekend. I'll watch it tonight actually. I'm in a mood to watch movies tonight. In fact, I've got my drive. I was just saying last week, I've got my drive here with all these movies on. I've got loads of movies on this thing. I've got Full House on this thing. This thing's like 400 gigs on this thing. It's just brilliant to use for watching movies on this. I've also got Back to the Future on this as well, in Blu-ray format. The quality of that is standing on there. The sound quality is great. So I'm really tempted to watch movies tonight on this. And by the way, if you wonder why I've got this on here, it's a sort of vibrating downstairs. You might be hearing it a lot downstairs, isn't it? That's why it's on there. So I really want a movie night tonight. I think I'm watching, getting my tea, Noah's house party, get off that, movies, and that's it. It's me done. Because I've got nothing to do tonight, because I'm free. That's what weekends I do. For it. Pizza. Like, if you remember the conversation I had quite a while back ago when I was talking about when I grew up and my sisters and me were in the room watching Simpsons VHS tapes. I feel like I'm reliving them days again. It's good. Pizza. Pizza down my shop is nice, actually. The Castle Fry, where I live. Wonderful place. You live in the northeast. Well, actually, me and Mark's going out. I'm going out for 2 meals actually on next Friday. I'm going out for one with Mark. I'm going out one with my staff next week. It's really weird. Because we're making like a double meeting thing, something like that. Anyway, moving on from that. I like the puzzles in. I guess my father played all those parts of the room on his tablet. I like the puzzles in Saw movies, but the gore is over the top. I do like gore, but I can't eat meat for some weeks until the end. It's just a sense, isn't it? It's a sense of what you want to eat, really. You know, sort of things that you want to do. Only the room I know is Silent Hill 4. The room. Silent Hill 4. The room. Yeah. I love the room games. They're the games that I really like as well. It's good. I tell you what game I'd like to get back on playing. The long dark. The long dark, I think it's called. Were you in the freezing mother? Oh god, I love that game a bit. But it's very, very difficult to play. I can play it on my computer, because it will take it. Other games like that. Love them. But I never completed that game yet. But I'm looking forward to watching a full walkthrough of that game to find out where the hell do you go. Because I get lost every time I keep getting on that part. The guy dies, or you got to run to a part of it, and then you got to keep yourself warm and keep yourself happy. And all of a sudden, try and find food, try and find things, and then all of a sudden, he dies. And then you go, and you find that safe room, thinking, there's the room, there it is, there. And I always keep losing that part there for some reason, which is really bizarre. Long Dark, I like that game a lot. Metal Gear Solid 1 on the PS1 is on my all-time favourite game. Metal Gear Solid 1 is great. Doom. No, this is not a Doom t-shirt. Because everybody keeps saying to me, is this a Doom t-shirt? I love Doom, actually, in the game. Very quick game to play. Anyway, it's all-time favourite game. Solid Snake was so cool when I was 8 years old. I used to hide in summer fields. I used to hide in Summerfield shop under a cardboard box like you could in the game. Oh, Planet Mixer, you're just full of it, aren't you? The Northeast food is best food the Northeast best food every time is chicken parmos. In the shop to Castle Fry down here in Hilton Castle, the food in there is well beautiful. My Chinese takeaway is actually nice as well, which I'm going to after the stream's over. Yes, chicken curry tonight. And that's why I had to get this today. Yeah, I love it. I love it. I have more questions apparently. There we are. Oh, it's not working. It's not working. Chat. There we are. Now it's working. Oh, Simon wasn't. Oh, Simon, chat doesn't work for some reason. The best food I like. I think me and Jodie went out. We went out for me and this is quite a while back. We went out for a meal because we're going out for one this Friday as well. We went out for a meal yesterday, and it was Jodie's cousin was there yesterday, and we had chicken burgers, and we had a great meal yesterday. Chicken burgers were lovely. Wetherspoons is really nice indeed. But I go to the restaurant, the pub I go to now is Wetherspoons chains because they're cheap. Because I don't like to spend over about £30 on food. I'm better off just buying what I can afford. So yes, this meal came at like 10 quid. It's fucking good. Good money it was as well. It was so cheap. It is so cheap to get something out of Wetherspoons than go to another chain restaurant. We have a pasta restaurant in Sunderland actually, which is called Solero's, and they are amazing. And one where in the town, Jodie was mentioning to me before, try the Panda restaurant as well. Panda restaurant's pretty good actually because it's all it is a massive diner about that big. Downstairs it's all full to the brim. All you can eat for £7. It's not bad actually. Might be going there probably soon anyway for that. It'd be really good. Anyway, have we got anybody else on today? 4 people watching today. That's really good. So I suppose you guys want to know what's happening with the rest of my business at the minute and everything's going on with stuff. I don't mind telling you really. Well, as you all know, Jade she hasn't left. She's temporary. She has had to go back to university now. She is at the moment doing a lot of work for her university thing. So we haven't parted ways. It's just the fact that she's got so much happening this next few months. It's just unfortunately going to have to be only 1 day a week now. She's only coming for. This is why when the new person comes in Tuesday, she's going to take over from Jade for a bit. I'm giving Jade a month to rest off for a bit, and then I'm going to get her back in November time. So she's only here temporarily, just for a while, just help me out, which is really good. Let's have a look. Let's see. The northeast is right. I would have a cafe meal once a month when I buy this video game magazine for a Friday breakfast. But the story is one cafe I sometimes go to put me off with a dead thing in it. Oh my god, that gets banned for life. That does. Disgusting. So now we'll go to the Gretna Green for breakfast meal and a pint of Coke. Lovely. Coke in breakfast. Cuba Rose is nice. You love my DVDs, which I will send you. Oh, that reminds me, Gaming Head. You just reminded me about that, actually. Gaming Head's going to send me his DVDs he promised to send. I'm going to have to talk to you about that after the stream. Because something's come up now. But he's going to send me his DVDs that I asked for. He's going to give me them. So it's possible, anyway. But I will get back to you about that after the stream. If I don't get back to you tonight, it might be tomorrow. Because I need to tell you something about that, actually. So I'm interested to get them anyway. But it'd be nice to have them. And I can finally group them. Yeah. This is Newton Aycliffe. I know Newton Aycliffe very well, actually. It's an hour. Oh, bloody stink. It's an hour away from. Well, it's about an hour and a half away, really, from where I live. It's only over the water. Get off, you goddamn dog! Oh, she absolutely stinks. Devon. Oh. My God. Protection for life. Oh, she absolutely, she's just there off. What she's had today, she's had her chicken, she's had her tripe, she's had tripe sticks. And that absolutely stinks so much. Oh, absolutely stinks. God. Devon. Please. It's ideal to go there. So my dad's only 5 minutes walking when I finish, so it's all good to go here. Yeah, good stuff indeed. Yeah. Me and Plant Mixer has to meet up sometime. Next time I'm off in the north, next time I get an Explorer Day ticket, I'll get on the bus and I'll come to you. We'll just go for a meal or something. We'll just have a chat about Queen all the time. It'll be good. Let's have a look. Do you drink fizzy drinks or do you drink beer when you go out? Once a week in the morning, I go and see my dad down at Cooper Rose. And I get a breakfast in the morning, one of the large ones. Get a coffee. I don't have fizzy drinks when I go out. I'll tell you what I do have though. If a Thursday night comes up and I'm going to go to Riley's and go for the rock night, I'll go to the Cooper Rose and I'll get myself a pint. I get a beer. I just get a beer and burgers because they're so cheap. But it's normally no, I don't. When I go out on the nights, I would just drink beer. I would drink John Smith's. Or I actually don't drink beer. I actually drink ale. Ale is the good. I love ale. I love. There's one drink I do like at the minute. It's Abbott's Ale. They had in Cook Rose yesterday. Abbott's Ale is lovely, lovely drink. I used to drink Guinness, but Guinness was giving me a heart thing as well. So it sounds like a good plan, Tez. Hey, I would love to do that. Well, it might be. Hopefully, if I get. Hopefully, when the break comes up, because I've got a break in November. Why don't I come to you in Newton Aycliffe for the day? Because I can get a day ticket from here anyway. But I'll have to get the bus from Newcastle, like the bus from here to Newcastle. Then get a bus from Newcastle to Newton Aycliffe because it's a direct service from over there anyway. And I can come to you and then we'll meet up for the first time. And then we'll go, Tez is here. Hey, let's get Queen on. Talk on music. And then you can come to me. And you can come to Queensville if you want to. Which that'll be good. I haven't got planned that one. Yeah. But I know they can get a train up there. You can get a train to. You can get the train to there anyway. So positive reaction. I take better write me now on Facebook because I'm in the simulator. I will do that actually while I'm doing the questions in fact. Let me inbox you now on the Queensville page. And then I will speak to you in a minute. Let me do the inbox thing first. I'm doing the inboxing there for some reason. Let's have a look. I take it Devon isn't a lady. She is? Devon's a girl. Don't you dare tell me you guys knew Devon was a boy. She's not. She's a girl. Devon is a girl. She was only basically there is a thing. Yeah. I've already just messaged you about that anyway, gaming head. Hey? No, with the smeller man. What's that got to do with her? What's it got to do with Devon? Oh, right, yeah. It's only because it's the way that she is. She's woke up now, you see. She's just thinking, Queensville's here again. What can I do in Queensville all day? Can I just look at you and talk to anybody on here? She's been on a good walk today, actually. She's had a very long walk today. So she's pretty tired. She'll go back to sleep anyway. It'll be fine. But the smell's dying off now, which is fine. She's watching herself, and here you see. So if I put my camera this way, now she's off screen. And now she's not going to see you. So that's why I keep off screen, so she doesn't get herself noticed a bit. So who is going to see the film anyway? Who is going to see the film? Get out, Devon, now. Go on. Out you get. Go on, thanks, Devon. Go on. Go downstairs, go for poo. Go for poo. I'm going to go and get poo for you. God, that smell is absolutely stinks. That is fucking horrible. Devon, bad girl. She does absolutely stink in this room. It just stinks. It absolutely stinks in here. She's downstairs now. Oh, I need to open the window. It's absolutely horrible. I smell it bad. Jesus. Oh, that's better. She must have had a bad case of wind or something. Jesus. Yeah, I've just sent you a message. Thingy. That's fine. That's fine. I just didn't know if I could just do that or not, but I've sorted out with you anyway. Thank you very much. Sort out with you. It will have to be this Friday. I hope so. Because at the minute I've got things to do. I've got things to pay out first. So bear with me on it anyway. Please bear with me on it. Anyway, moving on. Let's see. Girls don't fart. That's definitely no fear. Maybe the meetup. Maybe the meetup might be a maybe, Tez. If that's okay, Tez. It takes time for me to sort out stuff with new people, even going with friends once in a few weeks. Yeah. If you want, yeah, that'd be fine. You should know me by now. I get the movie week when it comes out. Well, it's out next month, October. October is going to be cool. Oh yes. Oh, nice one. Nice one. Yeah, I love the sky. I love gaming head. It's great. Yes, that's absolutely fine. He's just showing me the package. He's going to send me it in. And also, as a nice thing, I will do an unboxing as well of the package as well when you send it to me. I will unbox it on camera as well in a live stream, not recorded. No, live stream. So it'll be a surprise to me. Aquarius Girl's here. Hello. Aquarius Girl's had loads of problems trying to get online. Her internet's been down. She's tried to be watching us live. She couldn't get on. It's been crazy for her. But now she's here today. So yes, my darling, you may ask me questions today, please. Thank you. Let's go to 5:10 nearly live on Queensville this afternoon. Welcome. We're here for another hour. I know she always misses it every time she comes on, but she knows the times. Oh, the time's not on the screen. I've just noticed something about that. The times are not on the screen for some reason. Well, that's a first. Well, we'll just copy it from here then as well. I just noticed something about that. Let's put it this side. Yeah. So anyway, as you all know, yes, it's not 5:30 actually. It's not 5:30 at that time. Let me just say this bit. It's not 5:30. It's 6 p. It's actually going to be 6 p.m. now. We're going to be live from 6 PM on the night time till not till 7, till 8, to 8 o'clock on a till 8 o'clock Monday to Friday. So it's Monday to Friday. It was Monday to Friday. Tuesday's going to be 6 till 8 now, and then it's from 4 until 6 on Saturday afternoon. That's going to be cool. Right. Okay. How am I doing? I'm doing great. Are you excited that this album is coming out soon? Are you excited that this gorgeous person who out in the world of music is going to release her album in a few weeks? I am looking forward to hearing this woman sing. She is going to be the next sensation on this label. I'm telling you, this year's album, high demand for this album to be out. Get it. It comes out Halloween night. Can't wait to get it out. High demand for the album. High demand has been suggested to be out. Yeah, Dead Inside is in discuss now, but it's not available to buy as yet. Pre-order is going to start the 2 weeks in advance. Not available to buy at the moment, guys. But it will be available. We'll give you more information about that in the next live stream when it comes out. But it will be available from. It will be available from. It will be available from. £5 in the States. In the USA, they are. I've had 5 people from the States, maybe more actually, from Jody's part of the American scene, and the Americans over there are pushing it to get this out, and I'm really looking forward to this being a success for her. And next year, we haven't talked about it yet, but we are talking about it this week. Jody might be going live on Q&A. If you guys want me to do that, we'll do it. Because you guys wanted a Q&A session, and where'd you come from? You know, where'd you get to know me? We will do that. But we will do it on launch night. Or launch day. Hopefully, if we do it. No, we are looking forward to it, actually. We're looking forward to a good release of Dead Inside. Bye, Tez. Go get my bus. I will catch you later. Have a good night at the things. Yes. Que's girl, is she still here? It's not bad. Devon wants to come back in now because she's just trying to ride. Devon! Come on, Devon! Is it open? Come on, huh? Come on! It's already open. Alex, lie down! Lie down! Lie down! Come on, I'm doing a live stream now. I'll stop being silly. She's back now. Only because she wanted the thingy. Which is fine. Yeah. Gaming Head, thanks for tuning in, mate. I will catch you next week for another Queensville. Tuesday, 6 till 8, and then Saturday, 4 till 6. I have to admit, I don't like goth and metal test, but I don't like classic rock. Well, loads of people have been. I mean, don't get me wrong. This album is not goth. There's only one goth song on it, but it is really classic rock on it, which is just so good for it. It's actually it sounds very similar to. And this is this thing I'm talking about. It sounds similar to Queen. It sounds similar to Queen, to Issa, Rose and Saints. A lot of influences from various songs in it and stuff, which does go well. So it's fine. Don't start, Devon. I knew she was going to do this. She's over the window. She hears noises and she's going crazy now. Stop it. Stop it. I'll take it on. How long have you been? How long have you been into Queen music? Oh, that's a good question, that, isn't it? Well, I've answered this before. It's been 28 years. 29 years, actually. Nearly 30 years I've been a Queen fan. 28 years I've been a Queen fan. It's been a long, long time. Long, long time. You're not going out. Lie down. Lie down. Then we've got things to do. Don't start. Damn dog. Honestly, she really is that thing. Paul's going crazy again. Fine. Anyway, yes, 28 years I've been a Queen fan. Yes, probably longer than people don't think I am. Anyway, from it. I'm about, as I say, I'm about to. We'll just talk about this thing here. That no, there's no goth songs on it this time. There's only the album that the only one that we're starting to do is Jade's album, the Gothic album, which if you like that sort of feel to the dark side of stuff, just try it out. Try it out. You will like it. It's different, but it's well worth the time and effort that I've put into doing Jade's one coming out. Is just so brilliant. The original songs that would go in this one, number 9 and Little Girl. The rest of the cover songs. Well, we've done Nigel Stock stuff from the Passion Years. We've done I'm on Fire. We've done a great new version of Keep Moving. Sounds brilliant. Andy's mixed that actually. It fucking sounds brilliant. We've done we did a song called Who Knows What Evil. We did it in a ghost style for it, and we did a song called Saying It Now by Skingred, which was requested by herself. I don't want to pay that for that song because it wasn't even that. It's crazy. 30 years, that's longer than me than walking on Earth. I'm 27-year-old Tess. How old age are you? 43. 43. I'm 44 next year. I'm 43 years old. People may not think I'm 43 because I'm not. I don't look so young. My looks are so good, you see. Yeah, 43, I'm 43. I was born in 1975. I was born the year that Queen, 24th of January 1975, that's when I was born. I wasn't born from the North East, I was born in Nottingham. I was, it was the year that Queen's Bohemian Rhapsody was released. And the first time I ever heard Bohemian Rhapsody was when I was 8 years old. And I loved it so much. It was well worth it for it as well. It was cool. So yeah. Yes. I'm 25 years old. That's not a bad age. Jodie's the same age as you. She's 25. If you guys are wondering, is Jodie part American? She is. Because I had questions like that previously a couple of times and said, is Jodie part American? She was raised in America. She was born in America. No, she was born in America, then raised here in the UK. She was adopted, actually. She was abandoned as a kid. Actually, when you get to hear the song Fallen, that's a story about her life. You will get to learn more about this girl a lot. Which is cool. And she was, I think she said she was from, I can't remember what part of America she's from now, but she told me about it before. Anyway, the bread will help you age, Tez. I was born 2 days before Queen shot Days of Our Lives. That's not, wow. That was before Freddie died. I think the video shoot for Days of Our Lives is the making behind the scenes is very hard to watch. You can understand what the man was going through at the time. You can see in his face he was, you know, when they were making the video with Dave. I don't understand why Dave Clark is on the shoot though for that film, for that video shoot, and the making behind the scenes of Dave Clark involved. I think the reason he's there is because he wanted to make it like a time sort of repertoire. It was great he was there actually, because it was nice to see the man, and he wanted to make sure that he was going to be alright. He was actually caring for him. I think that's what he was doing at the time. It was nice to see him there. May 29th, 1991. Let me show the video. I didn't like it in colour. I didn't like one of Freddie's eyes all bloodshot. No. The only reason they put on a documentary, the Days of Our Lives documentary, is to show that was real. But it was glad that they did it in black and white, and I'm glad they did it in black and white because it was just to hide the fact that he wasn't well at the time, and it was well worth. And they did a good job of it as well. Actually, if you remember the video I did with the Greatest Flicks 3 video, you all know that that's been edited a different version of it. Apparently, Freddie's sign-off part was not on the VHS version of it because he didn't want to know the fact that they wanted to say goodbye at the very end. What they do, they fade it in with Brian's smile on the end of it. It's a stupid idea. So they didn't complete the end. Well, they didn't show the end of it. But I do think that's a great end to the band. Days of Our Lives is definitely, that's it. You know. The edit for my News Night at the Opera thing, I've nearly finished it actually. I've got to go back inside and I've got to go back in and re-edit it again. It's coming along it's gone pretty well. But I might be able to live stream that probably soon anyway. But it will not be streamed on here. I don't think YouTube will allow me to, because I'll get copyright strike for it. But that'll be shown like in one day. But after that, that'll be removed straight away from it. But I will try and hopefully capture it on the day for that. Thanks, then. Thanks. Thanks. It's nice when I have to sleep. It's always like that. Go in your bed. Go in your bed. Go. Lie down. Hates it when there's noises around. She gets freaked out a little bit with noise like that. She just hates it. Let's have a look. I thought Queensville was taking the piss making a video for that, and he got over 5 million views for it. I found he was leaking out more of Freddie's death to his aides. I saw that video as well. Will he have got money for making that video? No. You don't. This is the thing about YouTube. I'll explain something about AdSense. When AdSense started up, and it started about 2013 when it started, YouTube gets this thing called AdSense, and what it means is they get revenue. You make as much content on your channel as you can, but videos that are made without the consent of permission from the rights, you get everything on your video saying includes paid promotion, and it also says copyright material, includes copyrighted material, and they don't get paid for that. The revenue comes off because they're not allowed to pay them for it, because you're using Queen's Productions output to it. If the I mean, at the minute I'm getting paid from using I'm getting revenue from the photographic exhibition because it's copyright free. So I'm the first person to upload that. I'm getting a bit of money for that actually. So no, he won't get paid for that. Anything is made from videos like John Deacon's story and the Brian May ones, he won't get paid for it because unfortunately it's YouTube's policy that anything that's copyrighted You can't get paid for it, and it is they stopped it. And they say you don't get paid for it at all. That's it. Reasons I liked Freddie Mercury was mostly being a singer. I love his music voice, but when people say he's a great performer than a musician, it just pissed me off that Roger Taylor started. Yeah, I mean he wasn't. I mean people will keep saying he was a showman. Obviously, people will keep saying that Freddie was a showman. He wasn't a showman. He was just expressing how he felt to deliver to an audience live to the main crowd. So you can take it from the Wembley thing there. That is one of the best ever concerts they ever did. And he had the energy at that time to do what he did. And if you look at the Friday Night concert on YouTube, which I have now, I've seen that many times. I just love it so much. I love that better than the Saturday Night concert, to be honest. I do love the Friday Night concert though. It is the best one they've ever done. 2 nights at Wembley, back to back. It's just phenomenal. And it was nice when they filmed it. They used the new opening for Wembley on it, which obviously states the fact that they weren't allowed to use the original backstage footage at the time for it. But good job for recreating the opening to Wembley. That DVD is the best one they've ever brought out. No Blu-ray release has been released of that yet. They need to get a Blu-ray release out. Definitely for that. One thing I will really say to Eagle Rock Entertainment Limited, whenever you decide to bring up that goddamn Freddie Mercury tribute thing, please don't edit anything out. It has to be seen in full. Because I know why it was cut for. Everything was cut out of the Blu-ray release because they just used the VHS version. Waste of time. I think the Blu-ray version is crap. I don't see anything to it. DVD version, terrible. Japanese version that I got off Mark is the best one to watch. And I have it on audio as well. Love it. Let's have a look. Let's see. Would have worked for Queen doing an interview on a TV show performance in 1989. I know Brian May would have loved to have done it live somehow with Freddie. Well, if Freddie didn't have the illness he had in 1987, and he did Barcelona, and I Want It All came out as a single, if 1989 a little tour would have gone ahead, it would have been successful for him. But he didn't have the energy. He just didn't have the energy to do it anymore. Like, he always kept saying in interviews, I don't want to look back on what I did. I want to look forward to now, to the music that I want to try. I mean, Mogan album, actually, that's the thing. There's no piano parts on the Mogan album at all. Nothing. There's no piano parts in that at all. Because at the time, Freddie couldn't play the piano much longer. Not a mystery. No piano parts in that album at all. Apart from the fact when he did Headlong, that's the last time he played piano on there. But with the albums that they did, phenomenal, really good stuff in there. And actually, this is a weird thing. I listened to the Game album again, which I do love. I like listening to the It's a Beautiful Day piano part of it, the original take, not the rehashed version they did. It was really good to hear that, actually. Nice. Which was going to be for the Game album, but they refused to do it anyway. I do say that I think that some of the Queen songs that are popular to this day, that still get played on radio, because I Want to Break Free. I mean, I know It's a Hard Life was kind of it was a good song. The video was just stupid though. Worst video ever made from Queen. 70s Awry gets played. Your Best Friend gets played the most in American radio and thingy as well. How long is the last video that Freddie used with the microphone pole? Yes. It was time to give up the thing. The headlong video that was shot in London is a proud last shot video ever done. A rock video. I do love Headlong a lot. Love that track, which started out originally as It's a Beautiful Day, but then it was changed to Headlong. But when Brian wrote it, he really went to fucking town on that song. Album version is better. Not using Show Must Go On as a montage and have everyone as a montage. Well, there's reasons why. Show Must Go On. The reason there was a video, there wasn't a video plan for that. Was the fact that Freddie was going very bad health, and the band refused to do a video for that. So Doro, actually, the band asked Doro Productions to put their best clips of that montage in to that video, and wow, did it work! It worked out great for them. Really good, really good. Heaven for Everyone, the Train version, the Train version. Train version's brilliant to watch. The second version that came out, the Disney version, is the rarest one in the lot, and it is wonderful to watch that. There was no plan to do a video for that anyway, but the Train version is the best one to ever go for. It's just so brilliant how they used that footage to entice it with the song. Just brilliant. And the VH1 version that people have never seen. The Disney version is brilliant. Those two videos are really rare now, actually. See on YouTube, but the shit quality though. Did you feel when you listened to The Show Must Go On something was up with Queen in that 91 test? Or did you know something that didn't look right during back at the time of Queen? I think that song makes a poignant sense that when we were writing it at the time at the casino, this was kind of saying, this is the very final song we will ever write in our life. We want to look back at a great career we've had. You know, the song is true to what it says. Like when he, at the end of the song, when people go, when he says, I'll face it with a grin, I'll never giving in. We've got to keep going on, you know. But time's coming up now. Show must go on, but this is the end. But I do feel like something was up, yeah. When it was played on Top of the Pops, which was a hell of a good show in 1991, when that went number one, that track, everybody was going, I've got a funny feeling that this is the end of the band's career. And it was. Look back at the early career, you know, of Queen's career. When it started with Queen 1, it was just phenomenal. But all the work, all the songs that they wrote between that period to 1991 was bloody phenomenal. I think you think about things like that, you know, you think about songs that kind of work for Queen's side. It does work, just bring it to a point where you listen to something that you gets to you. The Show Must Go On is a brilliant end to the band's life. Long fade out as well, which is really good. And also, it was the last time that they ever worked with Dave Richards again. And I do miss that guy a lot. Dave Richards was seriously one of the best producers they ever worked with. They started working with him with Roger Taylor's album. He was an engineer on Roger Taylor's album, the Fun and Space album. And then he became a full-time producer at the time. He was brilliant. The man was great. He knew how to fucking well engineer bloody music, and he did a great job of working with him. And Mac, just going back to the Kind of Magic album, actually, this is interesting. The Kind of Magic, right? When they were working with Dave Richards in Montreux, Queen had left over a few tracks that were left off some songs. So apparently, right, when Musiclander came up, they were thinking in '85, just after One Vision had just come out, they went back to work with Mac for the final time to do 3 songs over in Musicland Studios. And then after that, parted ways with them. They didn't have any arguments or anything. It just fact is that Mac wanted to move on to other things, and he didn't have time to work with other bands, which is a shame. He brought back Mad the Swine to life, didn't he, Tez? No. That was a decision by the band, actually. They brought it out on the single, the B-side of the CD single of I'll go say Mad, I think it is. And Mad the Swine was the first time they ever issued it out, because all the catalogue was sold over to the Disney Foundation first. And Mac Lasner, as I said before, Mac Lasner just wanted them to get out the whole collection for the first time ever, and they had the money at the time to do it. The UK didn't. But no, it was actually the band's decision to release it, and Freddie as well. And they said, why don't we just bring out the unreleased Mad the Swine that we never used? And that's the version that's to this day still great. So yeah. So it was just brought back out because people wanted to hear something like very unusual. It originally was planned for Queen 1, but the band didn't feel it wouldn't feel right for the album, because it was supposed to entwine with Great King Rap, Mad the Swine, and then it was going to go straight to the other track. But they said they didn't feel it was going to be the right song to use, because it was all really about the songs that they had, and Queen 1 was a story of the band's life. Mad the Swine came in, and it was kind of religious, because it was based on his upbringing in India and everything and stuff. And it kind of really goes to the point where you go, well, that song doesn't work. And it wouldn't have got people's attention. It would have gone, you know, and it's about him leaving India and stuff, and it's kind of bringing it up, and, you know, his upbringing. But yeah, it's just that it was just put out because the fans wanted to hear it. I don't know if it was a fan's thing or it was Brian's decision or anything like that. I mean, games. Good chat, Tess. I'm going to catch up on EGX and Tokyo Game Show's video conferences. Yeah. Sounds good to me. I'm about to leave anyway because I think the stream has gone on pretty good today. So, I want to thank everybody tuning in this afternoon for a good chat. I'm now going to leave because I'm now going to have a Saturday night of relaxation and curry because my chip shop is open now. And I will just want to thank Michael. I want to thank Planet Mixer, as always, Gaming Head, Aquarius Girl. And that's it. It's been a good chat, guys, tonight, afternoon. Really good chat indeed. About you guys on Tuesday, we will have probably Tuesday, if she wants to stay, we might have Jodie live on camera on Tuesday for a good chat of her album. We kind of really want to get some footage of that album actually done. Which to me will be good. Exposure live. But we are thinking about getting some studio back behind the scenes stuff sorted out anyway, guys. We just haven't had time to do it because we've just been inundated with work. But we will be back next Tuesday with another Queensville event. Thank you for tuning in tonight. I'm going to start the streams about 6 o'clock at night now, because by the time I get her sorted out, then I can easily just sort it out from there anyway. She wants to come and have a thing of it. Alright guys, have a good weekend. See you guys next Tuesday for another Queensville event. Don't forget guys, it's coming out soon. I'm looking forward to being a great release for you guys. There will be more information about that coming up next week on the channel, so do tune in for that next week for all the information you need to know about when you're going to get it, when you can purchase it, and when we're going to start pre-orders coming for that album as well. Till then, have a good week. See you on Tuesday. Bye.